Greetings, discerning viewers. Prepare to have your perspectives broadened as we embark on a thought-provoking journey into the realms of decision-making. Imagine this scene. A farmer engages a laborer whose efficiency is unmatched. On his first day, he saws more logs than have ever been witnessed, and by the next, mends fence after fence with unparalleled skill. But then, faced with sorting potatoes for sale, seeding, or disposal, the pressure of decision-making overwhelms him, and he opts to quit, stating that while manual labor is straightforward, incessant decision-making is unbearable. Now, ponder the nature of decisions. Do they truly emerge from thorough contemplation, or are we merely victims of circumstance, making intuitive choices once our deliberations reach an unforeseen limit? The reality is, the information required for a well-informed decision is essentially boundless. The illusion that we meticulously weigh every possible variable before taking action is nothing more than a comforting narrative we tell ourselves. When action is due, what typically happens is we rely on a gut feeling, a sudden, instinctual verdict that bears the facade of a thoughtful resolution. Yes, friends, it's time we assess the true essence of our decisive moments. Are they genuinely the products of our conscious volition, vigorously steered by reason and careful consideration? Or is it conceivable that many of our so-called calculated decisions are in fact serendipitous outcomes, riding on the unseen currents of chance, shaped by innumerable factors beyond our grasp? Warriors of the mind, those who contemplate every potential fork in the road, every eventuality, know all too well the burden of foresight. The haunting question remains: when a choice we've made bears fruit, to what extent did deliberation play its part? And how much of our success owes its dues to the attenuated grasp on the reality of control we believe we possess? I urge you, gentlemen of wisdom and discernment, to examine how often the credit we assign to our rational decisions is unwarranted. Could it be that our best-laid plans are frequently usurped by the unpredictable tides of life's variables, with our supposed control over outcomes being far less significant than we esteem it to be? As we traverse this puzzle together, remember to engage with us by subscribing, liking, and hitting the notification bell, because by doing so, you pledge to champion the path of enlightenment that we cultivate here. Remember, your commitment to joining our ranks brings us all closer to a deeper understanding of life's labyrinthine ways. In the concluding moments of this exploration, ask yourselves what shifts in perspective you will integrate into your lives. What newfound realization will you cultivate from today's dialogue? If you found exceptional value in our deliberation today, consider expressing your gratitude with a contribution, a reflection of the insight you've garnered, a link you'll find awaiting in the description below. So, embrace this understanding, stand poised at the helm of your destiny, and navigate with the knowledge that sometimes, despite our most intricate planning, it's the spontaneous judgments that chart our course through life's sprawling ocean. Greetings, gentlemen. Imagine transforming ordinary evenings into a bridge to deeper intimacy with your cherished companion. Today, I'm going to divulge the strategic mastery behind a simple activity that can propel both the physical and mental connections in your relationship to new heights. Get ready to delve into the art of Netflix and chill. This isn't restricted to just Netflix. Apply these 5 golden rules to any streaming service and uncover the secrets to enriching your relationship. Make sure to stay tuned all the way, because I'm not only sharing these pivotal rules but will also reveal the ultimate series to enhance your binge-watching experiences with your significant other. Now, selecting the ideal series is a craft that matters most. You want a sequence that not only aligns with the clock but evolves with it. Ideally, a series trumps a movie due to their lengths, bonding you and your partner in the journey of a story for a prolonged period. Savoring these moments together triggers a closeness that's wired into our very nature. Prioritize series with coherent narratives that progress through time, as this immersion escalates the overall experience manifold. Harnessing emotions is the second rule. It's remarkable how our emotional responses fuel attraction and love. Intense emotions, whether the thrill of elation or the agony of sorrow, are often mistaken for heightened attraction. So, when picking a series, choose one that's an emotional kaleidoscope, filled with drama and the unexpected over lighthearted comedies. Backed by the psychological insights of a 1974 study on the misattribution of arousal, we want those shared moments of emotion to inadvertently strengthen the bond between you. The third rule entails connecting with the characters, much like forming new friendships. Standing beside them through trials and triumphs builds a shared history and in-jokes between you and your partner. Remember, the more exaggerated and unrealistic a character, the harder it is to form those bonds. Choose wisely. Now, you might be wondering how to access content that may be geographically restricted. Well, we're not going into that today, but let's dive back into the pivotal moments that matter. Focus on reacting visibly and verbally to what unfolds on screen. This interaction is vital, whether it's through expressive responses, thoughtful critiques, or playful role-playing. Incorporate these types of engagement to enhance the time spent with your partner. Lastly, but never the least, ensure there is regular, comfortable physical contact. The boundary between friendship and romance often lies within the realms of touch. Whether it's a simple leg brush or a gradual build-up to more affectionate gestures, understand the comfort levels and proceed accordingly. So gentlemen, with these 5 rules, you are fully equipped to elevate your game in the art of Netflix and chill. And now, for that series recommendation: American Horror Story. It ticks all the boxes for our rules. A vivid timeline, emotional weight, relatable characters, and unique, dynamic storytelling that shifts each season with familiar faces portraying new personas. A show that's not just to be watched, but experienced, offering ample scope for shared reactions and deep connections. By pressing play on the right series, you're not just passing time, you're creating shared experiences that draw you closer to your companion. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, consider expressing your appreciation with a tip, which you can find a link to in the description below. And let's take this conversation further. Tell me in the comments which actions from this video you plan to implement in your life. I am excited to hear how you gentlemen will elevate your Netflix game to the next level. Remember to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell, so that together, we can continue to explore strategies that lead to our personal and relational success. Stay tuned for more wisdom that speaks directly to the divine masculine within us, encouraging continual personal finance growth, investment insights, and today's modern life dating wisdom. Stay strong, successful, and see you in the next video. Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts as we're about to navigate the tricky waters of turning down requests without rocking the boat. Ever wonder why the word no feels heavier to utter than a sack of bricks? If you've knotted yourself into a corner, saying yes when your schedule screams for a break, you're not alone. Dive into this revelation with me and unlock the art of declining gracefully, bolstering productivity, and safeguarding your serenity, all while preserving and even enhancing your personal and professional relationships. Here's a thought: rejecting a 1-hour meeting isn't just about clocking additional ticks on your daily productivity chart. It's about conjuring up that precious 60 minutes to conquer your to-do list, or simply breathe. Turning aside a colleague's plea for project aid? It's not selfish. It's safeguarding your timeline to ensure your own commitments shine. And if a buddy's moving day plea comes knocking, opting for family time and self-recovery might just be the ticket for a revitalized you. Now, what's with the entrenched difficulty in dispatching a 2-letter word? Childhood and early adulthood sprint us through a yes marathon, from not wanting to displease parents and teachers to making friends and climbing the career ladder. Damon Zahariadze points out the snag in this trajectory. We devalue our own objectives and erroneously equate self-prioritization with selfishness and potential relational wreckage. Shall we shatter these myths? Realization number 1. A generous no enhances our ability to give. Draining your reserve, saying yes to all, ensures a burnout, leaving you less helpful than a chocolate teapot. Prioritize rejuvenation. It's the ultimate service to yourself and others. Test the theory. Reply to emails for an hour at dawn versus investing that hour in a passion project or self-care routine. Which day leaves you primed to enrich the world around you? Realization number 2. A rightfully issued no cements rather than crumbles your relations. The rarity raises the value. We cherish what's tough to snag, don't we? Adopt this mindset and watch how your time becomes a treasured gift rather than an assumed giveaway. Finally, realization number 3. The knee-jerk yes isn't neutral. It's a silent no to your cherished ones, dreams, and well-being. Before you acquiesce out of courtesy, visualize the fallout: family disappointment, unfulfilled passions, your burnt-out reflection. Sharpen that image until the yeses retreat and the nos roll out with resolve. The art of denial isn't about brute rejection. It's about tactful, respectful decline. Enter the categorical no. Establish boundaries such as I no longer provide rides to the airport, or I'm not available for drinks on weekdays. Make it an unassailable policy, not a personal brush-off. Got commitments? Use them. People shy from breaking their own, so they'll respect yours. Write them down, have them handy, and use them as a shield. I'm committed to my family this weekend, or I've dedicated this lunch hour to fitness. But there's another ace up your sleeve: the counteroffer. Finessing a no with a lesser yes preserves relationships and earns respect. Can't fulfill a request? Suggest someone who can, pitch in with a piece of the puzzle, or offer insights instead of presents. Remember, it's your call to offer alternatives. It's a kindness, not a requirement. The steadfast no breaks the inertia of yes habituation, tilts the scales towards your generosity, makes your time a prized commodity, and allows meaningful yeses to the right people, projects, and self-care pursuits. Flipping through the pages of The Art of Saying No by Damon Zahariadze is akin to shedding unnecessary weight. Embrace these insights, and if summary sheets are your jam, you know where to click. Share this knowledge like you'd pass a lifeline to a friend in treacherous tides. Elevate your week by embracing your priorities and learning the liberating language of number. Gents, before we part ways, if you valued this journey into the heart of productivity and personal peace, remember that the journey never truly ends. Make sure you hit subscribe, light up that like button, and ring the bell to unlock the full potential of what you've learned today. Now, turn these words into action. What's the first no you'll issue powered by today's wisdom? Share your strategy in the comments, and remember, if the channel has enriched you, feel free to leave a tip that mirrors the bounty you've reaped. Conduct your week with strength, clarity, and the newfound power of a well-placed number.